All right, get ready to dive into a world of mystery, because today we're cracking open the Norwegian Gambit.
Ooh, this one's a real page-turner.
It is art theft, international intrigue, bit of chess mastery.
A little bit of everything.
It's one of those books that keeps you guessing until the very end.
And you know our listeners, they love a good mystery. So
They do. They love those aha moments.
right when all the pieces fall into place.
Exactly. So we're going to unpack this intricate plot, explore the characters.
What really struck me about this book was the historical element.
Oh, yeah.
The Isle of Lewis Chessman.
Fascinating stuff.
These ancient chess pieces, they're real.
Yeah.
And there's this whole debate about who actually owns them.
Scotland, Norway, Britain, all tangled up in it.
And that tension, that's what drives our main character.
Karl Dahl.
Karl Dahl, right. This
Yeah.
eccentric Norwegian aquavit distiller.
The author's description of him, tall, blonde, always wearing one red and one yellow sock.
Unforgettable, right?
Yeah.
Can't make this stuff up.
Larger than life.
And he is obsessed with getting those chessmen back for Norway.
Obsessed.
Like he's on a mission to right some historical wrong.
And his plan, well, let's just say, it's a bit unorthodox.
A bit. He wants to use a prestigious chess tournament in London as a cover for a heist.
Audacious doesn't even begin to describe it.
And that's where our protagonists come in, right?
Axel Webb and Zelda Cohen,
The dynamic duo.
world-weary private investigator, just wants a break.
And his partner, Zelda, she's the brains of the operation, I think,
They get pulled into this whole chessboard conspiracy by their friend Alistair.
who represents the British Museum, no less.
You can almost feel their reluctance, but come on, a good mystery is hard to resist.
And things escalate quickly, don't they?
Oh, they do. We've got a botched robbery attempt at the tournament.
Orchestrated by Dahl through these shady intermediaries.
But then there's this teenager, Angus Clun.
Trying to pry open the display case where the chessmen are kept.
It seems so random.
Right. But here's the twist.
Oh, I love a good twist.
Those chessmen on display, fakes.
Fakes.
The real ones were likely stolen much earlier.
So the whole tournament incident was a distraction.
A brilliant distraction, I'd say.
Talk about an aha moment.
It's like the author is playing chess with the reader.
Setting us up, leading us down one path, then bam!
Exactly. And just when you think you have it figured out, new players enter the game.
Artist Binny, the art thief.
And Mr. Engineer,
Such a cool name, right?
the mysterious mastermind.
Experts in their fields, brought in by Dalla to pull off this elaborate heist.
And from there, it's a whirlwind.
Across Europe, Axel and Zelda are on the hunt,
Trying to track down Binny and Engineer before those chessmen are gone for good.
with a Norwegian assassin and a Scotland Yard detective hot on their tails.
The tension just builds and builds.
And then, just to add another layer,
We have Effrey Ewing, this museum employee who gets framed for the theft.
poor Effrey, caught in the crossfire.
It makes you question everyone's motives.
Right. Who can you trust in this world of secrets and deception?
It's a tangled web.
And we're just getting started, folks.
Stay tuned, because in part 2, we're going deeper into this twisted game of cat and mouse. Makes you wonder if any of us would do the same. In a tough spot.
Right, like how far would you go?
Irry, she's got those gambling debts hanging over her head.
And Engineer, he's offering her a way out, but
It comes at a price, doesn't it?
a big one, it seems,
It's like she represents that human cost, you know?
of this whole elaborate scheme.
Right.
Torn between her job and just trying to protect herself.
It's a tough choice.
Really makes you think.
And she's not the only one being played.
You're talking about Angus
Yeah, the teenager at the museum.
trying to open that display case?
Just a pawn in their game.
Binny and Engineer's game.
It shows how anyone can get caught up in these schemes.
Even without knowing the whole picture.
Exactly.
Like those fake chessmen.
Appearances can be deceiving.
And speaking of deception,
Our protagonist, Axel Webb,
he's dealing with his own demons, too.
more than just chasing thieves.
That scene in the Savoy's American Bar really makes you reflect on his life.
Workaholic tendencies, all that.
It's a powerful moment.
Zelda, though, she's his rock.
Definitely his anchor.
Keeps him grounded.
Reminds him that there's more to life than work.
Their relationship, it's one of the best parts of the book, I think.
They're partners in every sense.
Northern colleagues.
They really care for each other.
And that banter,
Even in the middle of all the chaos.
it's refreshing.
Okay, but let's get back to the chase.
They're all over Europe.
London, Lyon,
The author does such a good job with the atmosphere.
you can practically smell those French pastries.
And feel the tension in those dark alleyways.
And that just when you think they're staying in Europe,
Tokyo.
bang.
We're off to Japan.
Brilliant move.
Adds a whole other level of intrigue.
East meets West.
the stakes get even higher.
But let's not forget those chessmen.
They're the heart of the story.
More than just stolen goods.
A link to the past.
History, craftsmanship.
And the way engineer gets them back.
Genius.
Pure genius. That scene in Hibiki Sato's office.
With the empty case.
It's like a magic trick.
The author plays with our expectation.
We think they're gone and then...
Proof they reappear.
Deception, perception, illusion.
It all comes together.
It makes you wonder who really wins in the end.
That's what's so great about this book.
It stays with you.
Makes you think.
Did Axel and Zelda win?
Did engineer win?
Or did the chessmen themselves win?
It's a story that keeps you guessing.
Even after you finish the last page.
Speaking of the ending.
That final scene.
Axel and Zelda.
I know.
It's perfect.
Makes you think about how far people will go for what they believe in, huh?
Right. Like Dahl, with his obsession for the chessmen.
Loses everything in the end.
And engineer and Binny, they disappear into the shadows.
Always looking over their shoulder.
Even Effrey, though she's cleared, her life has changed forever.
Yeah, reputation damaged, trust broken.
It's like there's always a cost.
Even when things seem to work out.
There's that hidden price to pay.
But still there's that glimmer of hope, isn't there? And that ending with the proposal...
Oh, so perfect.
...brings a sense of closure to the whole story.
Like a breath of fresh air after all that tension.
Love and loyalty winning out in the end.
Ooh, it's a satisfying conclusion.
So if you're looking for a book that'll keep you on the edge of your seat...
The Norwegian Gambit is the one.
It'll make you think, make you feel, make you question everything.
Remember to look beyond the surface.
And never underestimate the power of human connection.
Until next time, happy reading.
And maybe dust off that old chessboard, give it a try.
You never know.